All right, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to pick a major in college if you're going to college from a software engineer. So I myself went to college and I pursued software engineering and I ended up graduating a couple of years back. And I'm making this video for everyone that is pretty much kind of like lost, right now, and don't know what to decide on what major to choose. Because I was in that position myself, years and years ago. And I know it can be very, very challenging and very confusing in the beginning. So let me share my knowledge with you to help you with understanding, what major could be more suitable for you to pursue. So let's take a look back at, at the time when I was in high school just to make it more relatable. When I was in high school, I didn't really know, I knew I was going to go to college, but I didn't know what major I really wanted to pursue. At the time, my dad is an engineer, he's a civil engineer, and my brother was going to school to become a doctor. And at the time, I wasn't really sure. I was thinking maybe business or engineering. And fast forward until first year of college, this is the time where it got really, really confusing. I was one of the ones where I couldn't select, a major the first year. I was one of those guys. And during that time, it was really, really confusing. It's really tough because you're really making a longevity decision and you have to stick with that decision and you really can't regret that decision. So that time it was like tense for me because I didn't know what I really wanted and it was really tough to select a major. And so, that year, I was just looking at, I was taking just prereqs for pretty much engineering because I thought that was the route that I was gonna go. And I was taking prereqs and I was looking at different majors at the time. I was looking at business and I actually ended up taking a business class just to see how it feels and stuff and just to see if I can fit in. The first day I went to the class, and it was an introductory business class. I was the first day in that class, I realized that this is BS because what business, if I graduate, what kind of job I'm gonna get? Am I gonna get a job with spreadsheets? What job I'm gonna really get if I were to go the business route? What would be my salary? And this stuff can be learned. Business majors, most of the business majors can really be learned. And if you really want to open up a business, you don't even need to go to college. So for business. So the first day, I took that class and I just had that gut feeling no, this is not for me. And thank God, I had that gut feeling that this is not for me. And so I ended up dropping out of that class. Not dropping out, you get 1 or 2 weeks of you can just freely withdraw. And I withdraw from that class, that business class, and I was I don't think I'm gonna go the business route because I was thinking about going to business, through international business. I thought that was I had a friend that went through that path, and I was maybe international business and stuff like that. That kind of seemed cool to me at the time. And I was gonna go that route, but after realizing longevity, salary wise, work wise, I don't think that's really gonna fit my my boat. So, and I had that gut feeling after the first class, and I was I'm done with business. So then I moved into civil engineering, and I took a civil engineering class because my dad is a civil engineer, and I thought about civil engineering. I was taking that class. I took, again, it was 2 weeks. It was a 2-week period before you can withdraw. And I took I was there for 3 classes just to experiment and see what this class is really about and what I'm really going to do with it. And what is the future going to look like when I take more civil engineering classes. And to be honest, the first few classes, I just didn't like what we really were doing. I didn't really feel connected to it. I didn't like it. And so I was I don't think civil engineering is for me either. And so finally, I took a computer science class, and that was something that intrigued me more. I thought it was a lot, it just, I felt more connected. It's something that I want to really work with, something that I want. These are problems that I'm presented that I want to solve. And I ended up sticking to computer science. And so, it was challenging. Like, I wouldn't say like it's fairly like just easy, straightforward, like business or anything else, but like it just, for me, I had more attachment towards it. And I was like, hey, when it comes to computer science, you can go the software engineering route. And when you graduate, engineering in general, and just want to put that out there, engineering in general is the fastest way to make the, if you want to go to if you want to go to college, my recommendation is either you consider engineering, lawyer, or doctor. And the reason that is because if you want to get the most out of your college education, and if you want to make the most money, you better bet those are the 3 degrees that can make you the most money if you are looking to make the most money once you graduate and work. So those are the 3 majors. So that's kind of where I was aiming at. And so I ended up pursuing computer science the second. And so I ended up pursuing computer science the second semester as well. And I felt like, hey, I think this is the route I'm going to go. And I kind of just pretty much stuck to it. But over the summer, another bump that happened. I was like, wait, I find like being a doctor is also intriguing, because my brother was going to be a doctor during that time. And I found that, I started finding it more intriguing, and I started to learn more about being a doctor over the summer. And I was like, I was really stuck during that time period. I was like, okay, I'm going through computer science right now, but I also like being a doctor. So like, what am I going to do here? And specifically, I wanted to be more of a surgeon. That really is something that really, really intrigued me, being a surgeon. And, like I even ordered a book, and I was reading about surgeons and like how they perform operations and stuff like that. And it was like really, really cool. But at the end of that summer, the thing is that I realized is that I realized that I want to graduate as fast as I can, and I want to make, money as fast as I can. So going through the doctor route, going through the surgery route is not for someone who really cares about money. It's someone who really cares about the profession. And I do care about my profession as well. But the thing is, with doctor or surgeon, it's not about the money. You really, really need to, care about your profession, because you're going to do it for a really long time, maybe even 10 years before you can work and actually make money. So it's the longest path to make money, and it's really not for money either way. So I was like, but my thinking was like, I want to graduate fast and I want to make money fast. So in my head was like, okay, well, computer science, software engineering just makes sense. And so that's what I ended up pursuing year 2, and then after that, I switched to my program to software engineering, ended up graduating a couple years back. I think the number 1 key here that you need to realize is that you want to make a safe bet. If you are confused about which major, take some time and, take different classes the first year. You have like a 2-week period where you can, withdraw these classes, and it won't affect your semester. You can just sign up for other classes. So use that period to understand, to see if really what that class is going to present, is that something that you really want to do, and is that what you want to do in the future? So, but make a safe bet. And what I mean by that is don't waste your time. The first year, yes, you can like shop around, see what you like, you don't like, but you don't want to waste more time than that. And especially, you don't want to choose, a major that's really not going to really benefit your future. So you don't want to waste that time. You want to make a safe bet. And my safe bet was going through engineering. Yes, it's difficult. It's one of the most, rigorous curriculums that you can go through. But, I genuinely believe, anyone, if they're disciplined, if they're hardworking, if they optimize, learn from their mistakes and just optimize, with time, eventually you're going to get it. You're going to get good, and really you can become anything. And so, I made a safe bet that I'm gonna go through the engineering route because it has more of a secure future. And so that's really what I recommend, is that you really wanna take the time, learn what you like, what you don't like, and make a safe bet. And with that being said, guys, if you have any questions, you can just comment or direct message me on Instagram. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.